Have you ever wondered what happens when a planned explosion or demolition goes horribly wrong? Welcome to the intriguing world of explosions, where an intricate dance of science, engineering, and precision unfolds. It's a realm that's as captivating as it is dangerous, where one miscalculation can lead to a spectacle nobody expects. In the world of controlled demolitions, it's not just about lighting a fuse and hoping for the best. It's about understanding the structure, calculating the exact amount of explosives needed, and determining the precise spots to place them for a successful operation. It's a symphony of destruction, meticulously orchestrated to ensure safety and efficiency. But what happens when this symphony hits a sour note, when the calculations are off, or an unforeseen variable throws a wrench into the works? That's when we witness some of the most astonishing and unexpected sights. Now, let's dive into the chronicles of some of the most spectacular demolition mishaps in history. Our first stop is St. Louis, Missouri, back in the year 1972. Picture this, a sprawling urban housing project, the Pruitt-Igoe, standing tall against the city skyline. This wasn't just any old building, it was an icon, a symbol of post-war modernist architecture. But by the early 70s, plagued by social problems and deteriorating conditions, it was deemed a failed experiment. The decision was made to bring it down. Not quietly, not piece by piece, but in a spectacular implosion that would wipe the slate clean. The anticipation leading up to the event was palpable. This was the first large-scale public housing project to be demolished in such a way, and the world was watching. The day of the demolition, the air was thick with tension and uncertainty. As the countdown began, people held their breath, waiting for the inevitable. Then, the moment of truth, the explosion. The ground shook, dust billowed into the air, and the Pruitt-Igoe began to crumble. It was a sight to behold, a moment of both awe and sorrow as the once grand structure was reduced to rubble. But not all went according to plan. In an unexpected twist, one of the buildings, stubborn and resilient, refused to collapse. The explosion had done its job, but the building stood defiant, a stark reminder of the failed housing project and the lives it had once housed. The aftermath was a mix of relief and disbelief. Relief that the implosion had largely gone as planned, and disbelief that one building had withstood the force of the explosion. It was a spectacle that left a lasting impression on those who witnessed it and marked a significant moment in demolition history. Despite the chaos, the Pruitt-Igoe implosion was a stark symbol of urban renewal, a testament to the power of man over the built environment. It was a spectacle that would set the stage for future demolitions, a lesson in the unpredictability of such large-scale operations. Despite the mishap, this incident marked a significant turning point in the world of controlled demolitions. Fast forward to Sioux Falls, South Dakota in 2005. We're turning our attention to the Zip Feed Mill, a towering structure that once held the title of tallest building in South Dakota. This 18-story behemoth had been a landmark in Sioux Falls since the early 60s, but by 2005 it was time for the old mill to make way for new developments. The date was December 3, 2005, a day that would forever be etched in the annals of explosive demolition history. A crowd gathered, their breath frosting in the chill winter air, as they waited in anticipation of the spectacle. The mill was rigged with explosives, and the demolition team was ready. The countdown began, and with the final go, the charges were detonated. But the Zip Feed Mill was not ready to go down without a fight. Instead of collapsing as planned, the building stubbornly refused to topple. The explosions echoed through the city, but when the dust cleared, the mill was still standing, albeit with a noticeable lean. It was as if the building had simply shrugged off the explosives, defiantly leaning to one side as if to say, "Is that all you've got?" The result was not what anyone expected, but it was certainly unforgettable. The Zip Feed Mill had become the Leaning Tower of Sioux Falls, a symbol of the unexpected and a testament to the resilience of architecture. The image of the Leaning Mill became a viral sensation, with people across the world marveling at the stubbornness of this South Dakota structure. In the end, the Leaning Mill was dismantled piece by piece, a process that took several more months. The site is now home to Charapa Place, a modern office building that stands as a stark contrast to the old mill. But the memory of the Zip Feed Mill and its unyielding stance against demolition lives on. Although it didn't go as planned, this event left an indelible mark in demolition history. The Zip Feed Mill, in its final act of defiance, reminded us that sometimes even the best-laid plans can go awry. Next we travel to Pontiac, Michigan in 2017. Our journey takes us to a place where the echoes of roaring fans and triumphant touchdowns once filled the air. The Pontiac Silverdome, the historic football stadium and former home of the Detroit Lions, stood as a symbol of the city's pride for over 40 years. In 2017, however, the decision was made to bring down this iconic structure. The plan was straightforward: a controlled implosion, a spectacle of engineering finesse that should have seen the Silverdome crumble to dust in a matter of seconds. The stage was set, the charges were placed, and the countdown began. The air was thick with anticipation, and the onlookers held their collective breath as they braced themselves for the spectacle. Then, the moment arrived. The charges detonated, ripping through the concrete and steel structure with a deafening roar. The ground trembled, and a cloud of dust rose into the sky, obscuring the Silverdome from view. And then, as the dust began to settle, an unexpected sight greeted the onlookers. The Pontiac Silverdome, in a defiant act of structural stubbornness, remained standing. The charges had detonated, the explosives had done their job, but the stadium held its ground. The crowd was left in stunned silence, their shock mirrored by the demolition experts who had orchestrated the event. The Silverdome, it seemed, was not ready to go down without a fight. This unexpected turn of events sent ripples through the demolition industry. Engineers and experts were left scratching their heads, seeking answers in the rubble and dust. The Silverdome's refusal to fall was not just an anomaly, it was a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of demolitions. Even with the most careful planning and precision, there's always a chance that things might not go exactly as planned. This incident served as a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of demolitions. A symbol of strength and resilience, the Pontiac Silverdome stood tall, reminding us all that sometimes even the most solid plans can come crashing down in the most unexpected ways. Our final stop is Dallas, Texas, in the year 2020. In the heart of the bustling city, a story unfolded that captured the public's attention and imagination. The Affiliated Computer Services building, a towering edifice of concrete and steel, was set for demolition. But sometimes even the best-laid plans go awry. The initial implosion was supposed to reduce the building to rubble, clearing the way for new development. Yet when the dust settled, a significant portion of the structure still defiantly stood. This unexpected survivor, leaning precariously to one side, was quickly christened the Leaning Tower of Dallas. This stubborn edifice became an overnight sensation, a symbol of resilience in the face of destruction. People flocked from far and wide to capture a glimpse of this architectural anomaly. It was a sight to behold, a tower that seemed to defy the laws of gravity, standing lopsided yet unyielding. Social media buzzed with photographs and memes. The Leaning Tower of Dallas quickly became an internet sensation. From marriage proposals to art installations, the tower was the backdrop for a myriad of memorable moments. It was as though the city had gained a new, albeit temporary, landmark. But like all good things, the tower's time in the limelight was limited. For weeks, it withstood the repeated attempts of wrecking balls and cranes. However, it wasn't invincible. In the end, the Leaning Tower of Dallas succumbed to the relentless machinery. Its fall was met with a mix of relief and a tinge of nostalgia from those who had been captivated by its unexpected resilience. So, the saga of the Leaning Tower of Dallas serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of demolitions. Despite our advancements in technology and engineering, elements of unpredictability and surprise still linger in every endeavor. With the eventual fall of the Leaning Tower of Dallas, our journey through the chronicles of demolition mishaps comes to an end. From the Pruitt-Igoe housing complex to the Leaning Tower of Dallas, these incidents show us the unpredictable world of demolitions. We've journeyed through history, recounting tales of explosive failures, the Pruitt-Igoe implosion, a spectacle that left us all in awe, a testament to the unpredictable power of explosives. Then we ventured to the heartland where the zip feed mill stood unyielding, a stubborn monument refusing to crumble. We then relived the moment when the mighty Pontiac Silverdome shrugged off its planned demise, a testament to its sturdy construction. And finally, the Leaning Tower of Dallas, the edifice that simply wouldn't fall, becoming a temporary local icon, a symbol of resilience amidst the dust and rubble. Each of these incidents, a reminder of the spectacle and unpredictability of demolitions. As we have seen, even in a field defined by precision and control, things can go explosively wrong. Thank you for joining us on this explosive journey through history.